Living on East Pond is one of life's simple gifts.
Living on East Pond is a privilege. After a lifetime as a resident, or even a little time as a visitor, we all recognize the importance of being stewards of the lake. I know I do. And in return for that stewardship, East Pond adds to our quality of life every single day. This approximately 1 by 3 mile body of water, with its many moods and gentle undulating coastline, provides a seemingly endless series of breathtaking and natural vistas. And it's our job to respect it, protect it, and ensure its health for future generations. Here are a few of our fellow East Ponders talking about how the lake impacts their lives.
How important is clear water? Clear water is extremely important to our business. We have 18 housekeeping camps on the lake, and we're on 3rd generation. I was 6 years old when I moved to East Pond Road, and my parents started the business, and we could drink the water from East Pond.
Water quality has had a significant impact on the way we're able to use the lake. When the water is clear, we're in the water every single day. When it's not clear, we hesitate. We hesitate to invite people out to enjoy the water frontage with us. We hesitate to have our grandchildren go swimming in the lake.
Way back when we first came here was it was clear. You could see bottom anywhere. And at that time, we had our drinking water out of there, we run a line to that, and we had a shower water, everything.
There are a lot of things for the kids to get excited about around the lake, in the lake and around the lake. And everything from boating to fishing to water skiing to sailing, stand-up paddleboarding to overnight camping on our island, sort of supported by our lake environment.
Our camp was built in 1928 by my grandfather, so our grandson is 5th generation here.
You know, we suffer when the lake gets really in bad conditions. My daughter can't be in the water, then that's a problem for us.
You know, we all idealize our childhoods, but I can also remember specifically the pristine blueness of both the water and the sky and the interface of the seasons that would just evolve into a kind of lens of living that was just beautiful. As the lake has changed and become more green over time, we've stopped coming certain times a year.
After several decades of research by Colby College scientists and their counterparts at Maine DEP, as well as other highly qualified specialists and regional conservation organizations, a solution to the lake's algae problems is now clear.
So East Pond is probably one of the most studied lakes in Maine, if not the Northeast. Water quality data has been collected in East Pond since 1975. We know a lot about why East Pond is having problems, why there's algal blooms on East Pond. Towards late summer, the lake begins to stratify. And what that means is that there's warmer temperature at the top and cooler temperature at the bottom. And similarly, the amount of oxygen in the lake is also different from the top to the bottom. And when there's no oxygen at the bottom of the lake, there's phosphorus that's in the sediment, and that phosphorus is released when there's no oxygen in the water column, in the bottom of the lake. So the algae become very, very happy when there's lots of phosphorus in the lake. And the priority for the next 10 years is to address the internal load. We've put a lot of emphasis on treating the watershed, and now it's the time to finally address this internal load. So we know how to do it, and the way to do it is to conduct an alum treatment. So let's pretend that this bowl right here is East Pond, and that the chocolate pudding in the bowl is the sediment at the bottom of the lake. The aluminum tin I have here is our alum, and when the alum is applied through the water column, it's going to fall to the bottom of the lake and cover up the sediment, binding up the phosphorus and attracting the phosphorus in the sediment at the bottom of the lake. That will prevent that phosphorus from being released up into the water column and feeding that algae.
This is a real deal, and as we study the science, quite clearly we've reached that tipping point where we have to do something.
And the alum treatment looks to be the most promising way of significantly improving the water quality.
This is a project that everybody needs to participate in, and obviously I'm for it.
I think it's tremendously important, and we're intending to support it.
Our lake is absolutely our most precious asset. My hope is that future generations can enjoy it as much as we have.
Doing something right now is critical. Would have been nice had we started doing something 20 years ago. However, now is the time to start. It's not going to get any better by itself.
I hope you'll join us to ensure a brighter, clearer future for East Pond. What is the value of a lake without algae to you?